Hey there, it's Steve from Serious Keto, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a review and blood glucose test of the pita breads from UnbelievaBuns. Over the last couple of years, there have been a lot of keto-labeled or branded bread-type products that have been released, from bread to burger buns and hot dog buns and pizza crusts and tortillas, flatbreads. The one thing, though, that I haven't seen yet is pita breads. And I say yet because UnbelievaBuns has released their pita bread. I've been really pleased with every product from UnbelievaBuns that I've tried so far. So I'm pretty excited about these pitas. But before we get into the review, I do want to cover just a couple of quick disclaimers. First of all, UnbelievaBuns products are not cheap. Quality keto is going to cost a lot more than dirty, big manufactured keto, and that's certainly the case with UnbelievaBuns. Additionally, because UnbelievaBuns products are made fresh weekly without preservatives, they can't spend a whole lot of time outside of a fridge or a freezer, which means they are shipped priority or expedited today. That's TWO, day. And this means that the further you get away from their East Coast bakery, the more expensive it gets. If you're pretty much on the eastern part of the United States or the eastern half, you may even be looking at free shipping for orders over $30. But you get out on the West Coast, ooh, it gets pretty expensive. Now I know Jared is looking at trying to find a bakery, hopefully at some point this year, that can handle orders out on the West Coast and ship cheap from there. So fingers crossed on that. Additionally, as I cover the ingredients, you'll see that there are some wheat products in here. So if you have an issue with wheat or gluten, that immediately is going to take these off the menu for you. The batch of pitas that I have do not have the ingredient list or macronutrients on there, but Jared has got the labels printed up or off to the printer, so hopefully, maybe even by the time you get your order, it will have it. But I'm going to read out the ingredients and I'll put them up on the screen as well. For ingredients, we have water, wheat gluten, wheat protein, oat fiber, sunflower flour, organic flax, wheat starch, apple cider vinegar, organic olive oil, salt, and stevia. So definitely a shorter list than a lot of the commercial keto products that you find out there. In terms of nutritional information, serving size is 1 pita. There is 140 calories, 5.3 grams of total fat, 10.5 grams of total carbohydrates, of which dietary fiber is 8.4, for a net 2.1 grams of carbs, and pretty high protein at 20 grams. I'm going to start by doing a taste, texture, and glucose test on one of these pitas as untainted by other ingredients as possible. I have given it a light brushing with some olive oil, and then I'm going to cook it up on the griddle here just to kind of soften it and put a little bit of brown on it. So here is the cooked pita. I cooked this just kind of warm enough to make it soft and pliable and put a little bit of brown on it. And at this level, it folds pretty nicely. You could probably make a chalupa or something with it. But I'm just going to take a bite, see what I think of the flavor, see what I think of the texture. It's pretty good. It is sort of like a light wheat sort of a taste to it. Not really, really strong in terms of flavor. I guess I wish it were a little bit thicker. I mean, I like my pita, unless it's a pocket pita, which this apparently is. See, look at this, how it kind of opened right up. Wow, I should totally stuff this with some stuff. Stuff this with some stuff. I can do better than that. So I guess I would say as a pocket pita, I'm pretty pleased with the texture. If I were eating this as sort of a not pocket pita, I think I'd want it to be a little bit thicker, a little bit, I don't know if doughy is the word I'm looking for, but maybe a little bit closer to naan than this. But unlike the buns from UnbelievaBuns, which can, especially if they haven't been toasted, have a little bit of a sponginess to them, this has got a really pretty clean chew to it. I like it. I like it. And I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like filled up with some ingredients. The more I eat of this, the more I think you could really separate the two layers here and oil it up with some olive oil and then either griddle it or bake it to make some pita chips. I think this would go great with some hummus. But I'm going to eat the rest of this just plain and see how my blood glucose responds over the course of the next 2 hours. I'm wearing a Dexcom G7 continuous glucose monitor, and I will be using the Levels Health app to analyze just what sort of an impact this has on me, if any. It's been a little over 2 hours, so let's open up the Levels Health app and see how my glucose has behaved over the course of the last 2 hours. Wow. It doesn't get a lot better than this. A 10 out of 10, that's a perfect score. Total blood glucose movement over the course of 2 hours was only 5 milligrams per deciliter. Now, I'm not really shocked at this because this is in line with all of the other UnbelievaBuns products I've tried. And if you check out the comments on some of the other UnbelievaBuns products that I've reviewed, you'll see that other viewers have had similarly low glucose responses from UnbelievaBuns. Now, for the next part of this video, my wife Terry and I are going to prepare these pitas. We're going to load them up with some Greek chicken and some other toppings. Terry did hers more of a flatbread style, whereas I did mine stuffed like a pocket bread. Similar to the first pita that I tested, I'm going to brush both of these on both sides with a little bit of olive oil, and then put them onto a preheated cast iron skillet, just to get a little bit of brown on it, and to puff them up. Wait for it. There you go. Starting to puff. And there's my pocket. So I'm debating how I want to do mine. If I want to do it sort of like this. I know that Terry's going to do hers on a plate. I think I want to do the pocket bread. So I'm just going to let this let it go just a smidge more. Ooh. Yours is looking pretty good.
Yeah, looks good. I'm sure it'll be delicious.
Ooh, got my nice pocket there. I have a tendency to overfill. Little tzatziki here. Crumbled feta. Onion. Cucumber. A little tomato. Pepperoncini. A few calamatas on the side. A little bit of lettuce.
Meat is tender, and you can taste the marinade in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you think of the pita?
Oh yeah, the pita's good. It's it's just like any other. Yeah, it's chewy, and I mean, I don't know, like pita.
So you didn't know that was a keto pita?
No, it doesn't taste any different. It tastes just like any other pita that we've ever had.
All right, now this is the test to see how this holds up as a pocket. That's pretty impressive. I think I'd like it if it were just a little bit more thick, but like I said, I'm impressed. It holds together well. I'm gonna go for a bite down by the chicken here. It's not tearing at all. On the whole, I am really pleased with these pita breads. Now, because of the price, about $3 a piece, these are not going to be an everyday food item for me. But it's great to know that if I'm making a dish like this, some Greek chicken or some gyros or something like that, I have a pita option now for keto. I will include a link down in the description below for UnbelievaBuns along with a 10% off coupon code. I don't know that you need to enter the code. I think it automatically applies if you use the link, but if you see that the code doesn't apply, I also have that included. I will also include a link to the Levels Health app if you want to get more information about that app and their continuous glucose meter program. Yeah, that's it. Down in the description below. I hope you found this review helpful. If you did, please click that like button. If you're not a subscriber already, tap that subscribe button, then hit the bell to turn on all notifications. And if you'd like to help out the channel and get some perks in return, click that join button and see what channel memberships are all about. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.